Okay, so yesterday we have started with EC2 machine. So what is EC2 machine? EC2 machine is a virtual machine in cloud. We can get any size of the machine. Okay, according to our use case, we will get the different machine in the cloud. We can connect to that machine and we can run our application, create our software, create our uh, software application, whatever you want to do, you can do in the cloud. So it's a machine in the cloud. So we have seen i- that how Amazon provide different machine to different people. So let's say you require there are three people who required 12 GB, 16 GB or an 18 GB RAM with two core, three core and four core. So there will be a actual 48 GB physical server, physical RAM and a physical CPU. So what Amazon does, Amazon split this RAM and CPU into small part virtually and it allocate it to different user. Okay, this is how Amazon distribute your or provide you the server. Okay, one more example. After you get the machine, you have to install the operating system and on top of that you can install your application. This is called virtual machines, virtualization. So EC2 machines are actually are virtual machines. So again, same example, if you have 64 GB RAM, 16 core CPU and 1 terabyte physical server, even you can do that similar thing. You can split it into small uh, virtual machines in your local system as well. According to the requirement, you can split the huge physical server into small virtual machines. Okay, so this is a rack. This is actual a big machine which has multiple physical computers. So you have seen that photo of rack in the server room. In the server room, there will be multiple server rack, and in rack there will be multiple physical computers. On top of that, you can split that physical servers into small virtual machine where you can install your operating system and after installing the operating system and getting the access of the virtual machine, you can install your application. Whatever you want to run, you can do that. Okay, so these are the few examples of virtual machines. Okay, so EC2 is a virtual machine in the cloud. You can get any size of your machine. You don't have to go and buy a physical server. You can ask any size and shape of the machine, and you can create an fault tolerant and isolate them for a common failure. So there are so many applications you can create on EC2. So EC2 is a core component of cloud. In Amazon, EC2 is a one of the important component because EC2 is only thing which give you the computer. That's what we are required. We require computers on rent. EC2 is the core component in cloud. After S3, S3 is where we store the data, and EC2 is where we ask the Amazon for computers. So the data which you store on S3, you have to do some work. You have to do some creating some application, running some jobs, analyzing the data stored in S3. For analyzing, you require computing power. For that, you will get from EC2, and data you store on S3. So how can we create EC2 machine? So yesterday I have shown you a small demo, but let's go today and create step by step how can we create EC2 machine. So you can just search EC2 in your AWS console, go to EC2 machine. So now as I explained yesterday, EC2 is a regional service. It's a regional service. So if you are creating a machine in Mumbai and you switch to Virginia, you will not find that machine because you have created that machine in Mumbai region. So the dashboard will be changed for, you will find the key value pair R10 in my Virginia, security group R10. But if I go in Mumbai, here key value pair is 1, security group is 2. So each region is different in EC2 machine. So be very careful when you are creating a machine, which region you are creating. Okay, if you by mistakenly switch the region, you will not find that machine. So if you have created a machine in Mumbai region and you have switched in Virginia, you will not see the machine available there. Okay, for that there Amazon has given a global view where each region is how many machines and their components are running. They will give in a single page. You can see here all region, how many machines are running, subnet, security group, volume, and so on. All things are given in a single page. You can check from here as well, but do remember in which region you are working. We are working in Mumbai region. Secondly, EC2 is a do come in free tier category with T2 micro machine. So Amazon gives you free tier facility in EC2 machine. So but remember, you have to be very specific which machine you are choosing. You can't choose a very huge machine. Okay, only there are specific machine which lie under free tier category. Okay, so we are going to use that machine only. So I'm in Mumbai region. Go to the instance. Okay, here you will see any running instance. Okay, inside the instance tab you will see a running instance. Now just to give you one thing, that there are chances that Amazon will keep on updating the GUI. So this is the previous version of GUI. Amazon keep on updating the GUI. So there might be chances that right now you're learning something and the GUI might change the very next month, but the basic fundamental will be same. Okay, so let me show you how we can create EC2 machine using a old console where I think, okay, no, they have changed it completely. Okay, previously there was different pages, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 to create an EC2 machine, but now they have combined all things in a single page. Okay, so what are the different things we are going to learn? Any question till here? Console change basically, that's nothing. GUI. So if you are working and you are has a habit of using the old console, you can switch to the old console. You will not find anything different here right now, but because there is a small change in the old console and new console. So there are some services where you can switch to the old console, old practice. That's it. Okay, so that's what it is, nothing more. Okay, now you can see so many things are there. We will see one by one. So here, instance. Okay, go to the instance, and if you are working first time, you can see there is no instance running in my account in Mumbai region. In Mumbai region there is no EC2 machine running. So always remember, after completing your task, do check if machine is running or not. Do verify if any machine is running or not. Okay, after completing task you have to return back the machine to Amazon. If you are not returning back the machine to Amazon, you will get charged. Always remember, it's just like renting a car. If you're using it or if you're not using it, doesn't matter. The car is on your name. Until and unless you return the car, you will be getting charged. Or if you rent a book from a library, you read the book or you don't read book, doesn't matter. Until and unless you return the book to the library, you will be getting charged for that particular book. Okay, so here, how to launch an EC2 machine? Go click on launch instance. Now you will see there are some configuration steps which we have to perform. Okay, so one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps are there. Okay, over the period of time I will explain each and every step just like we have covered in S3. But right now, what are the core component of computer? What are the core component of computer? RAM, CPU, next storage, next RAM, memory is RAM, OS, and network means if you want to connect to another service, another outside your laptop or computer. These are core component. Okay, so if for a computer you require this four computer to be available. Okay, so here you can see the first thing, OS. You have to select the OS. So first thing which Amazon is asking you, what OS do you want to run on your EC2 machine? So click here. Now there are so many options are available. I will show you. You can click on the browser, browse. You can see so many application will be available. Different OS are available with you. So here quick start. Okay, my AMI marketplace again, it has so many OS or different OS and applications are available. Community also, there are more than 500 AMIs available or OSs are available. But right now we are going to work on quick AMI, and inside that also Amazon Linux AMI. Okay, or previously we were using Amazon Linux 2. Amazon Linux 2. Now they have recently launched a new OS on Linux, so we can use this as well. But why we are using this? Because you can see free tier eligibility. I will zoom a little. Okay, you can see here it's a free tier. If you click here, it will filter out all the OS which comes under free tier. Okay, because there are some OS which are chargeable, like Windows OS. Not all Windows OS do lie under free tier category. Because of license, they are chargeable. OS are chargeable. So I have will click on the free tier, and you can see these are the different OS available under free tier category. So we want to select Linux machine. You can search here. There are search bar is also available, but Amazon Linux 2 previous till now we were using this. Recently they have launched Amazon Linux 2023. It's again a Linux machine. Okay, so you can select from here or go back, click cancel. Here also it is showing the same. Here also in the quick start it is showing the same. So if you click here, you can see if you click Mac OS, it is not giving you the free tier category option here. But if you click on Linux machine, Linux OS, it is showing you different Linux OS available, under which there are few lie under inside this Linux category. There are couple of free tier available. So we are going to use Amazon Linux 2 or Amazon 2023. Okay, they have recently launched 2023. So in different region it might not available. That's why go with Linux 2. Otherwise we are selecting now 2023 latest version. Okay, so check which OS you are using. It should be available in free tier, and you can see in your first year it includes 750 hours of T2 micro. Okay, with free AMI and 30 GB of storage. So if you scroll down, the next part is instance type. Instance type means CPU and RAM. You have to select which CPU and RAM you want. We have selected this, right? We have selected OS. OS is done. Now let's select RAM. So it is a instance type. Again, all the EC2 machines are called instance. Okay, all the EC2 machines are called instance. Instance means computer. Okay, so create an instance, launch a EC2 machine, EC2 instance. Okay, so what type of instance you want to create? Okay, if you click here, drop down, you will see so many machines are available with you. If you click on compare, I will now you can see in a there are more than hundreds of machines available with Amazon with different categories. You can see 388 machines are there. Okay, there are family, T family, C family, A family, M family, and so on. So what is mean by family? I'm going to explain you. There is a PPT in a very next thing, but right now just understand it is a model of a machine similar to car. You have nano car, you have uh, s- uh, uh, you have Ultros, you have Nexon, or you have Maruti. In Maruti company, you have different car. Okay, small car, big car, right? Sedan, then hatchback and SUV. This is a broad category. Inside that, if you select any car, okay, let's say you are selecting Nexon. In Nexon, you have multiple category, right? Basic model, higher model, EV model, CNG model. So T family is basically Nexon. In Nexon, there are multiple options available. So T family, T2, T3. You can see nano, micro, small, medium, large. According to the name, you will find the CPU and the RAM. So nano, it's by the name it says small. So one CPU and half GB of RAM. Micro, one CPU, 1 GB of RAM. Small, one CPU, 2 GB. Medium, 4 GB. Large, 8 GB. 2x large, 32. Okay, again T3, T, T family, third generation. It has different component. A family, A1, medium, 1 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM or and CPU, one CPU and 2 GB RAM. Okay, and here you will find some other information like what is the network performance, what is the connectivity performance, and so on. Okay, so you can see in some machines default storage is also available. In this machine, by default storage is coming. Now, how much maximum or minimum RAM is provided by Amazon? If you filter by memory, you will see minimum 500 MB or half a GB RAM is available, and maximum you can go 6 terabyte. Maximum you can get a 6 terabyte of RAM. They have a machine with this huge capacity. You can see 6 terabyte of RAM with 224 CPU, and there is another with more CPU. Okay, so again the charges are there. You can go and check the charges. I will show you inside EC2 machine. You can check the charges, but currently which machine you have to use? We are going to use T2 micro. You can see here T2 micro comes under free tier. T2 micro, you can see here free tier. So click here and select the T2 micro. T2 micro comes with 1 GB RAM and 1 CPU. If you click here, it will show you some more thing, but more options will be open. But which machine we are going to use in our practice? T2 micro. It is available in free tier. If you are selecting any other machine and if you run for long period of time, you will get charged. Even if you select the T2 nano, you will be charged because T2 nano doesn't lie under free tier category. Okay, always select the OS or machines which are under free tier. If you are not selecting machines which are under free tier, you will be getting charged. So be very careful. So T2 micro. Okay, so we have selected the RAM and CPU. Now let's go and key value pair network. So what is key value pair? I will explain you. What is network? I will explain you. Let's go to storage. The third category is storage. Now you require storage. Now tell me, we have till now used uh, stored our data in S3, right? Till now we have stored our data in S3. Can we install any application on S3? Can we install any application on S3? Can we run a machine on S3? No. So you are creating a machine, right? I have explained you that how machine works. There will be a storage where you are going to install the OS. I have explained this. Inside every computer, what is the first thing you will do? You will install the OS, and where the OS will install? It will install on your hard disk, actual block storage. Agree? This we have covered. So you are creating a machine, you require a block storage. So block storage in AC2 AWS, we have EBS volumes. Okay, Elastic Block Storage is the name. So we will study about this in detail. What are EBS? What are different categories of EBS? But right now, just understand you require a storage, and that is a block storage for EC2 machine. So we are selecting this. Now you can see free tier eligibility can be up to 30 GB. Okay, up to 30 GB you can get, you can select a storage. So configure. By default it is giving you 8 GB of storage, and there is a volume type. We'll understand what is different volume type, but right now I'm not changing anything. You can click on advanced. It will show you the advanced options. Okay, uh, 8 GB storage, volume type, IOPS, delete on termination, encryption, all these things will go in detail, and you can add more storage to your machine. But right now just click on let it be simple. Okay, 8 GB RAM and volume type GP3. We are going to cover in detail what is this volume type, which category we should select, and so on. But in free tier, select 8 GB. Okay, why 8 GB? Because your Linux machine required 8 GB of storage. Okay, if you are creating your Windows machine, then it required 30 GB, 20 GB, 30 GB. So some portion will be the storage, the some portion will be used by your OS, and remaining you can use for your application, right? This is OS, and remaining storage will be used by you to run an application or software, whichever you are creating. So we have selected the storage, right? Storage is done. Now what is remaining? Network, and I will add one more component, that is security. Okay, so network is done. No, so let's select the network. Now what is network here? Okay, how can we click on edit? What is network and what are the things we have to cover? In network right now, the VPC component, let it be default. What is VPC? It is a default network available in cloud. Okay, it's a virtual network available in cloud. We will have a detailed section in on VPC, and many interview and exam questions are covered under VPC. Okay, then subnets. I will explain you what is subnet, but right now don't select no preference. Amazon will automatically select the subnet. But important thing is auto assign public IP. Important thing is auto assign public IP. It should be enable. Point number one by default. Okay, by default it will be enable, but you should select that one. Okay, now you have to create, or you have to select a security group. Now what is security group? As it is saying, it is a firewall. So in each machine you have to attach a security group. For each EC2 machine you have to attach a security group. What is security group? Now it is a part of the security. Basically it create a firewall from the world, that on what protocol this machine will be connected. So I have explained you the couple of protocol. One protocol is HTTP, right? This is your local computer. This is your local computer. Now we have to connect from our local computer to this EC2 machine over the internet. In which protocol you will connect? Protocol means on which language, in which format you will connect. One we have talked about is HTTP. On when two computers talk with each other, they talk on some protocol, right? We are talking in a language called as English, right? We are communicating in English language. Similarly, when two computers communicate, they communicate on some language, or we call it protocol. One of the language is HTTP, another is SSH for Linux, for for Windows, RDP. Okay, फिर other connect communicating protocols are FTP. You might have heard SFTP. Okay, Telnet. So these are the different protocols used to connect or communicate between two computers. Okay, question on here. So what is security group now? Security group allow us to configure that on which protocol should we connect on this computer, and it will only allow on that protocol, like only allow on that protocol. And if somebody is trying to use another protocol, security group will block that. Okay, so let's say you have enabled that on this computer you are allowing only a HTTP protocol, that only communicate on HTTP protocol, but somebody tries to do FTP, somebody is trying to connect to this computer using FTP protocol. So the security group will block it. Okay. So in security group, you have to configure the protocol and the range of IP address from which IP address do you want to allow. So in your company, there will be a list of IP address, right? There will be a list of IP address which you want to whitelist. So you can give that. So security group act as a firewall. So when you are working very first time, you have to create a security group. If okay, if you are creating very first time, you have to create a security group. If a security group is already created, if security group is already created, you can select from the existing one. You don't have to create the security group again and again. Okay, you don't have to create the security group again and again. It's like a policy. It's like a template of a policy. So create one security group, my security group. Okay, you can give name as alphanumeric with space and this characters. Okay, name, this is description. Now here are the protocols. Here are the protocol. You have to select the protocol from here. So you can see there are so many protocols are available. First protocol which I am enabling is SSH. Why? Because we are working on Linux machine. This is my Linux machine. If it's a Windows machine, I will be using RDP. For Windows, which protocol we required? This is a window machine. I will connect on this machine on RDP protocol, remote desktop protocol. SSH, secure shell, secure shell. So which machine we are creating? We are creating Linux machine. For that I am opening SSH protocol. The port is port 22, and this is a standard. I'm not creating anything. So there are our protocol. Um, so you communication protocols are there in Wikipedia. You can read it out. Internet, how many protocols are there? There will be so many protocols available. How the computers are connecting with each other, how they are uh, talking with each other. You can read it out in detail. But right now we are just going with SSH protocol. It's a secure shell protocol for Linux. Its port is fixed. Port 22 is fixed protocol. Source, okay, anywhere. Okay, custom IP. So I can give the IP address. Okay, right now select anywhere. Basically, anywhere outside the world can connect to this machine. This machine can be connected from any IP range. So if there is another machine, they can also connect to this machine on port SSH, port 22. On port 22, anybody can connect. So I am giving open to world. Okay, IP range is open to world, anywhere from outside the world. So this is a security group. Now I am adding two more protocol, HTTPS. Okay, anywhere in the world means port 0, sorry, IP 00.0/0. Okay, it's same as previous. You can write your own IP if you want to give, or you can just click on anywhere from the world. Right after some time, we will not provide open to world. We will provide limited IP range. But as of now, in the starting, just give all IP range. Any question till here? So I am creating a security group. You don't have to create security group again and again. Remember, Okay, so previously the GUI was different. It was quite, I found that GUI easy because it has different tabs that time. Just like we created IAM, we have different tabs. Now they have combined each and everything in a single page. Okay, we have enabled security group. Now the advanced details I'm not covering right now. Let it be default everything. Step by step we'll cover this thing. Now the remaining part is key value pair. The final part is key value pair. Okay. So we have configured everything. Till now anybody has any question? What we have covered? Okay, now as I said, security group only block the protocol, right? On which protocol one should allow on this computer. Let's say we have open SSH. Now security group, in security group we have configured that SSH protocol, and anybody outside world can connect to this machine, right? Now this machine, let's say this machine has an IP address. Okay, every machine has an IP address. Let's say 192.168.1.1. This is the IP address of this machine. Now anybody from outside world can connect. That means if I have the IP address, I can connect to this machine. If you have the IP address, you can connect to this machine. Anybody with the IP address can connect to this machine. Yes. Now this is a security threat, right? If anybody get the IP address of the machine in the cloud, anybody can connect to that machine, right? How can you make sure that this machine belongs to you? Nobody else will able to connect to this machine. So for that, Amazon has created a token, a key value pair. It's a type of key, it's a type of file which will be with you. It's called key value pair. It's a key of the machine. Okay, key or key pair. So whenever you are creating a machine, you have to select a key value pair. If you are creating first time, you just create a key value pair, or if you are creating the machine again and again, you can use the existing key. So this key will be stored in your local machine. This key will be stored in your local machine. Okay. Now whenever you are connecting to this machine, apart from basic uh, information, just like IP address, username, and couple of things, you need to pass this key, this file, to connect to the this machine. If there is a third person, this IP is exposed, so if they can directly log into your machine. I know right now everything about EC2 machine. You, after some time, you will be in advanced stage. So if you know the IP, you can connect to my this EC2 machine which I'm creating. You know the IP, you will able to see right now the IP. You able to see the machine, log into this machine. How can I block? Then only I will able to log in. Even in your company, there are thousands of employees are working, and there will couple of EC2 machine will be running. Do you want to allow all the people to access this machine? So answer is no. And how can I block that? Through a key value pair. It's just like a token created. It's a file created which can be stored in your local system, and while connecting to the machine, you have to pass this file, okay, as a security file. That's a key value file. So that's the key pair. Okay. So I have created a one key value pair yesterday, but let's create a new one. You don't have to create keys again and again. So security group and key value pair, it should be created one time. You don't have to create again and again. create a new. Okay, so give up a name, my May 2023, any name, and you have to select PAM. You have to select PAM. Okay, in some cases we require PPK, but you have to select PAM. It is a type of key. You can see private key file format. Okay, you have to select PAM, but in some cases we require PPK. In some cases we required PPK, but always create PAM, and if required we will convert PAM to PPK. We can convert online. We can change the file format from PAM to PPK. We will see that. Just create the key value pair, and you can see the file is saved in my local system, and it is selected as May 2023. That's it. Now everything we have done. Okay, I will explain you one more time but let's launch an instance. So what we have done, we have selected RAM, we have selected storage, we have selected OS, we have configured network, and we have created a key value pair. So let's launch a machine. How to connect to this machine, I will explain you. But just note, we have created this machine at 8:55. Okay, and in here you can see I am in Mumbai region, and machine is getting created. You can give a name here, my first EC2 machine. Okay, and just refresh once. Now you can see the machine has started. Within a minute, in couple of seconds, machines are created in EC2 machine. In couple of seconds, the machine is created. The moment you click on launch, after that the machine will be created. Amazon will take your request to create a machine, and it will create a machine. You can see there are so many configuration, security parameter, network parameter, storage, security checks, monitoring, tags. So many details are there. We will cover each and everything in detail, but right now we have created a machine. Okay, now how to connect to this machine, I will explain you in couple of seconds, but let me give you a brief what we have covered till now. Okay, you can give a name here, my second EC2 machine. Select the OS. We are selecting Linux machine. Okay, type T2 micro. Key value pair, if you are creating first time, create a new one. If you already have created the key value pair, use the existing one. So the key which you have created, which got downloaded, please save it. Save this key in secure place. Don't put it in download folder. Don't delete this key. If you lose this key, you will not able to log in into EC2 machine. Then security group, if you have creating first time, then create a new security group, or if you have already created a security group, you can select from the previous one. Okay, you can check the detail what the type of protocol is allowed in other console. Security group, we have different console, you can go and check there. Okay, security group, so use the existing security group. Then storage, 8 GB GP3, let it be default. And in detail, right now we are not selecting anything, but gradually we will cover all these things. And click on launch. As soon as you click on launch, and you can see the summary here in short. Number of instance, you can create multiple instance, 1 2 3 4 5, but we are creating one right now, one only. If you want to create multiple EC2 machine with the same configuration, you can create, give number of machines here. Okay, one Linux OS, T2 micro, security group, volume type, and just click on launch instance. Okay, so as soon as you do that, the machine will be created. This is the machine which we have created just now. Now how can we connect to this machine? So there are multiple softwares available, there are multiple techniques from which you can connect to this machine, but I am going to show you the easiest one. Can you see the button connect? Just click here, EC2 instance connect. Can you see here? There are other options are available. This is the most preferable option which I personally recommend, connect using SSH client. How can we do that? We will cover this in some time, but right now the easiest one is this one, EC2 instance connect. Immediately you can connect it. What is the username of this machine? T2 micro, sorry, EC2 user. Okay, don't click anything. Username is EC2 user, it's a default. Just click on connect. Now our instance session will be created. You can see this connection and you are connected to that machine. This is my machine. You can now if you know the Linux, you can type the commands and okay, you can check the CPU utilization, whatever you want you can check. Okay, so this is the easiest way you can connect to your machine. Any question till here? Any question till here? This is the easiest way you can connect to your EC2 machine through console. Now I will explain you how can we connect through putty or through your local machine. Okay, I have connected through console, but how can we connect through different software? So if you click here, click on connect, there is a option called SSH client. How can we do that? This is the most, means you should know this, it's not required, but this is the most thing how we can connect to different machine. So SSH client is basically in industry from generations, I'm not talking about couple of years, generation, how two machines are connected. This is one Linux machine, this is another Linux machine, okay, or this is your personal machine. Let be this a remote machine which I want to connect. Okay, this is a server, Linux server. So how in industry people are connecting to this machine? So this is your local machine. It can be Linux, it can be Windows, anything. This is my local machine. Okay. So on which protocol I want to connect? There will be some protocol. Okay. So for Linux there are SSH, Telnet, SFTP or FTP. There are different protocol. So you on different protocol you can connect to this machine. And previously we used to write in command line. Previously when there was no out of the box software available, people used to write SSH and SSH. Then what is the command for that? It is IP and the username and IP. This is a username, IP and some other options. Okay, we can do that in this case as well. So when there was no Windows, when there was no out of the box software available, when people using DOS or basic functionality, that time we have to write the command manually. But now there are some softwares available. We are going to use a software called Putty. Okay, it is doing the same thing. It is going to do the same thing. It will going to write a command like SSH, Telnet. What are the commands in behind? You don't have to write the command manually. Okay, but remember what is the command for SSH? SSH username @ IP address plus some options if required. This is a command to connect to any Linux machine using SSH protocol. SSH username of that machine, IP address of that machine and optional parameters. Okay, but how we are going to use? We are going to use Putty. Putty will do the same thing for us. Okay, I am taking a small I want to ask, are we clear till here? Any question on this? How can we connect to the machine? How can we create a machine? Before I cover the Putty part. Anything which you want to ask? Yes. Hmm. Yeah. So yeah. So right now, as it is T2 micro, you are not going to be getting any charge because you are in the free tier. But if you want to return this machine, so I will explain you. I'm going to explain. There are state: stop, reboot, start, hibernate, and terminate. There are five states of this machine. So if you stop the machine, still the machine is with you. It's just like you are reading a book and you just close the book and uh, kept it on your shelf. Okay, so this is stop the machine, but still machine is with you. You can start the machine anytime. Okay, if you want to return the machine, so return means terminate the contract. Basically, when you take a book, you write something. Na, I have taken this book and something. So when you return the book, you are terminating the contract. So that's a terminate. Click on terminate. It will ask you, do you want to terminate? Just click on terminate. So the moment you click on terminate button, the machine will be returned back to Amazon. Okay, this is how you can stop the machine, return the machine back to the Amazon. Otherwise, you can stop it. Now, how can we do the putty? And shall we go there? So you can download the software putty. It's a couple of MB software. Just write putty. You can see the website. It's a very simple, and you can see the symbol as well. It is used to connect between two computers. Click on the website and download putty here. It will open this page. Now, according to your OS, if you are Windows user, you are different user, you can select. So I'm scrolling down here, and can you see putty exe putty exe. So I'm downloading my 64-bit computer is there in my local system. So I'm downloading this putty. Okay, and for you require one more software, putty Jan. It's a key value software which you are going to use only one time or couple of time in throughout your journey, but putty you are going to use extensively. So putty-Jan, download it. Now we have downloaded three things: putty-Jan, and my key value pair. I am saving these three things in my secure folder. Okay, so this is my software putty, this is my key, and this is the one. uh, putty-Jan is a conversion tool. It converts the file format of my key. Okay, so let's go and open the putty. So as soon as you click on putty, it will show you this simple tool. Now I just want to tell you, this simple tool is used by millions of people in market. Putty, I'm using this tool from last 10 years. This is the first tool which is used to connect from my local system to remote machine, remote Linux machine. Okay, so as I said, what is the command to connect to the machine? Linux machine, SSH, username of that machine, IP address, and some options. Okay, so on what port SSH is connecting? SSH connect on port number 22. Okay, you can see I have selected SSH. You can select any other protocol as well, but right now we are using SSH. Now what is the IP address of my machine? So if you go to your console, go to console, click on the machine, you will see a public IP address below. Even you will see somewhere here public IP address here, but always I'm selecting from here public IP address. Copy this IP. Okay. Now what is the username of my EC2 machine? Username of my EC2 machine. So there will be multiple user will be available. There will be a root user. There will be EC2 hyphen user. Every machine has a root user by default, but we are not going to use root user. We are going to use EC2 user. Okay. So when you connect to your Windows as well, when you connect to Windows, you have to enter the username, right? When you're starting your OS, it asks you the which username you want to connect. So that is the username. So which username we are going to use? We are going to use EC2 user. From there we can switch to root user, but we are going to use EC2 user. It doesn't require any password. It only requires the IP address. So how do you have to enter? EC2 hyphen user @IP address. What is the IP address? This is my IP address. This is a pattern. You can see username and IP address. So just paste this thing here. EC2 hyphen user @IP address. @IP address. Okay. Simple. Just click on open. So you can see it is trying to connect to the server. Yes. Now I'm getting an error. And if you carefully check the error, it is saying key somewhere key. Why I'm getting this error? Can anybody explain me why I'm getting this error while connecting to the machine? Wild guess. So remember, we have created a key. I told you, if somebody has the IP address, they know the username, they can connect to this machine. But without this key value pair, it will be blocked. Without this file, this security file, Amazon will block your connection. So what this mean by that you have to pass this file while connecting to your EC2 machine. So I will say okay, close this session, click on putty again, open the putty and paste EC2 hyphen user @IP address. Now how can I pass this file? There should be provision in the software, right? So you have to click on SSH. Inside the connection there is a SSH. Inside that there is a auth. Inside connection SSH auth credential. Okay. In the left side, if you are in session, by default you will be on session. So pass the username and pass IP address, and then go to connection, SSH, authentication, and credential. Now you can see there is an option where you can pass the private key for authentication. Click on browser. Okay, now you can see it is asking me PPK file. PPK, right? Can we pass this file? Click on PAM file. Try to pass this file. It is again giving us the same error. Why? Now the problem of putty is putty does not understand .pam file. It require .ppk file. ये चीज समझ आया? नहीं. I can give you an example. You have Windows Media Player in a local system. window media player, right? It is used to play some videos. There are some extensions which are supported by this window media player, and there are some files which might not support, right? So which files which are supported, you can directly play that file. Let's say you are playing a song is mp4 format or mp3 format. Okay, so window media player will easily play that file, but there is a file in different format which is not supported by window media player. So what you will do, you will convert that file into mp3. Agree? Yes or no? There are software which might support that version format of the file. There might be other software like window media player which is not able to support. There is a format called .wmv, if I remember. This is again a file format which previously was not supported by window media player. Okay, so in that case what you are doing, you are converting the file to mp3. Similarly, PAM is a file format which we have downloaded and it is not supported by PAM, putty. So PAM format is not supported by putty. So what you have to do, you will convert, what we'll do, we will convert .pam to .ppk. Okay, and this is again a one time activity. एक फाइल के लिए एक ही बार करना है. Okay, clear? So if you don't want to do this thing, just click on the connect button here and just directly go to the console access and click on connect. But I'm showing you the what industry is generally doing using SSH client. So open an SSH client just like putty. Putty is a SSH client. Locate your private key. Okay, locate your key and pass it, like this is my PAM key, and pass this key to client and connect to your machine. Okay, so this is how we are doing right now, but putty is not able to understand this. So how can we convert this PAM to PPK? You have this Puttigen software, that's why Puttigen will come in picture. So this software, you have to load this key. So again go, so how can we use this software? Just click on this software, load the file, click on the load button, go to all files and click on PAM. You can see the file is loaded. I have loaded the file. Click on key, go to the parameter for saving the key. Okay, click on version 2. Again I will repeat one more time, just wait. Okay, version 2 and okay, that's it, and save private key. Do you want to you are saving without password? Yes. And what I will do, I will give the same name but different extension, save. So you can see now ppk is created. Now somebody will say, sir directly rename नहीं कर सकते क्या हम लोग? Should we rename, can't we do the renaming of the file? So answer is no, you should not never rename the file, it will not work. If you check the file, this is my PAM, you can see some encryption values are there based on RSS key, and ppk has different file format information. This is just like a key, encryption key. Okay, so again I will show you one more time. I will delete this file. Click on Puttigen, load the file, go to key, parameter for saving the key, version 2, and click on OK, and just save private key. Keep everything default. I'm not touching everything. Save private key. Do you want to save? Yes. You can give any name, but generally I give the same name as PAM file. So I will know that this are two are couple, and close. So you can see these are the this is my PAM, this is PPK of the same file. You can see I have created so many PAM and PPK. This is my PAM, this is its PPK. This is my PAM, this is a PPK of that. This is PAM file, this is PPK of that file. Okay. So now again let's go to putty. Let's go to putty. Username EC2 machine, EC2 user @ IP address of my machine. Click on SSH, click on authentication, click on credentials, browse to the PPK file, and click on open, and click on open. Now you can see I have logged in into the machine. Same. Okay. Any question here? So you will find these steps online. There are so many articles there. Doing this couple of times, do this thing 1 or 2 times, you will be get comfortable. So launch couple of EC2 machines, connect to that EC2 machine 1 or 2 times using console, using putty. Even there are more softwares available, MOBA, Extreme. Just like putty, there are n number of clients available. The software used to connect to the remote machines, not EC2, any machines. Okay, these are the softwares you can download from internet. Okay, this is same. This is another software called MOBA Extreme, which can be used to connect to your machine, remote machine, SSH, remote IP. Every machine has software has different GUI, but the basic thing is same. IP address, username, EC2-user. Okay, advanced setting, use a private key, click here. Now MOBA Extreme, you can use the PAM. Okay, here you can pass the PAM file, and depending on software, which software supports. Now you can see I have logged in. So putty required PAM, PPK. Otherwise we are going to use PAM only, PAM file. So you can see I have connected from MOBA Extreme. I have connected EC2 machine through putty. I have connected the machine using console. Any question, let me know. Yes, you can create. No, again, each machine is chargeable. You can create hundreds of machines, doesn't matter. Each machine is chargeable. In your free tier, you have 750 hours. So if you're creating one machine, you have exhausted 1 hour. If you're creating 5 machines, you are consuming 5 hours from your quota. How much quota you have? 750 hours of quota. Each machine you are running, it will consume 1 hour. The moment you have created the machine, 1 hour quota is consumed. If you are terminating that machine within 5 minutes also, you will be getting charged for full. Yes, it is going to charge you 1 hour. So you can create n number of machine, doesn't matter, but you should not exceed 750 hours per month. No. Okay, you can create 1 machine, 2 machine, 10 machine, doesn't matter, but total number of hours should be 750 within your account. Okay, I will show you one more thing. Right now I am in Mumbai. If I switch to Virginia, will I find this machine in Virginia? No. So this has happened many times that students have created the machine, people have created the machine, but after some refresh, after some, let's say you have gone to YouTube or you have gone to other page and you have came here and refreshed it, and somehow your region has changed. Now you will see that there is no machine here. So you thought like I have terminated the machine, okay, or there is some confusion that where my machine has gone. So do check which region you have created, because the region has changed. In that region there is no machine, but in Mumbai you have created the machine. You can see machine is here. Okay, that means you have created a machine in Mumbai data center. Okay, and the 750 number of hours is per account, not region. So if you're creating machine in Virginia and one machine in Mumbai, another machine in Sydney, that means total 3 machine you have created. So you have exhausted 3 hours. So per account, not per region. Any question? How can we surrender back the machine? Just click on the machine, click on terminate. The moment you click on terminate, the machine will be surrendered back to Amazon, and any information stored on this machine will be lost. Any data stored in this machine will be permanently deleted, and Amazon will not help you to recover this machine. Okay, if you terminate this machine, the machine is terminated permanently or it's gone permanently. You can't recover the machine, you can't recover the data. If you want, you can just take a backup before terminating the machine, but if you terminate the machine once, it's gone. So you can see the machine is terminated. All the information regarding the machine is gone. You can see everything is hyphen, blank out. Okay, so after a couple of minutes this information will also go, will remove from here. After a couple of minutes, information regarding this machine will be removed from your console. It will be blank, just like here, just like Virginia there is no machine. So after a couple of minutes, information regarding the current machine will be removed from your console. Any question on this? Okay, I'm stopping here. Let me know if you have any question.